Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is December 2nd, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. Today, I got some windows open up. I got some scam stories. Well, scam stories, a scam story, but there's other stories that, that deal with scammers, especially with the PS5. And as you can see over here, this one here is from Business Insider. And let me give you URLs. Now, before I get started, I just want to go with this really quick, kind of like a little disclaimer here. I do not have any affiliate links with these websites whatsoever. However, I do get Google alerts and I do get email notifications from these websites. And when I get them, I have to sift through them and pick out the ones I want to share with you guys, and the ones I don't, I put to the side. I do not have, like I said, any affiliate links, so when I tell you go directly to the websites, it's for the simple reason is they have active hyperlinks in there, and you may want to read more into it, because I only read little captions of it. It's just kind of like just to throw it out there to keep you guys abreast of what's going on in the e-commerce world. And like I said, I will give you the URL. I'll put, and then the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started here. This one here is from Business Insider. So let me give you your URL. It's www.businessinsider.com. And it goes on to say eBay is telling scammers to stop selling photos of PlayStation 5 for hundreds of dollars. Now, could you imagine you're ordering something? That's like me with this iPhone 5S here. I take a picture of it and I put it on eBay and I say, okay, here's a nice iPhone 5S. And I just take a picture of it and I give you a price of, let's say, $200. And in the meantime, you're thinking you're getting an iPhone 5S, but it turns out to be a photo, whatever, right? I don't know how these people get away with it, to be honest with you. I think it's crazy. And they really, eBay is stepping up on it, though. I have to honestly say, I got a couple windows open, basically with the same type of stories, but a little different. You'll see what I'm talking about. This story came out December 1st, 2020. Okay, so let's read a little into this here. Let's see here. It says the just launched PlayStation 5 video game console is sold out everywhere and only available through resellers at inflated prices, but scams around too. Then it goes on to say the PlayStation 5 continues to sell out in seconds in the US and the UK as retailers drop the new stock. Some bought by bots that purchased them faster than any human could. Pent up demand and may have been responsible for reportedly crashing Walmart's website in November. Ben Gilbert reported one reseller group told Business Insider that it bought 3,500 consoles, and resellers said that they were selling them for $500. They were selling the $500 PlayStation for as much as $1,100. It goes on to say the console are such a hot commodity that they were a hot item on Black Friday, despite not being discounted at all. Now, I'm not going to get into this here. Like I said again, for those who follow me, I do not read everything verbatim. Okay, my job is to get this information out to you guys out there. If you are thinking about selling, or if you are, selling on eBay, or if you are a seller on eBay, this is just to keep you in a loop of what's going on. Okay, that's why I do this reseller news. I do the Let's Talk eBay segment, which I'm doing right now. It's just to keep you guys in a loop of what's going on out there. So I hope you get a takeaway from the information I put out, and you'll be aware of what's going on. And it's also to protect you guys from the scammers. Okay, so that's another reason why I do it. All right, I'm going to close this window out. I'm going to close them out as I go along because we don't need to see a whole array of them up there. Now this one here is another story you can see here. If you want to read a different one, this is a PS5 again. Photo scam forces eBay to issue a stern warning. Okay, so let me give you the URL. It's www.gear.com. And as you can see here, this story came out November 29, 2020. And I like to throw the dates out there, folks, for the simple reason is this way the information is current. It's not something that happened last year, 5 months ago, 5 years ago. However, there are times I may revert back to older, maybe years back, or if it's in something in relation to today. But for the most part, don't worry, I don't always do that. All right, so let's read a little into this here. Again, you're going to have to go to the website. because they have active hyperlinks, and you'll know an active hyperlink when the arrow turns to a hand, like on this particular one here. Okay, you may want to read more of these, and you might want to read more into this particular subject, or you might want to check out other information on this website. That's why I give you URLs to go there. All right, so it goes on to say history of full examples of people ready to take advantage of their follows. Okay. Take advantage of their follows, okay, given the opportunity, even during the times of crisis and misfortune. The launch of the new hot products are easily one such opportunity, as the new PS Xbox Series X/S consoles are no exception, with eager and desperate buyers becoming easy prey for scalpers and scammers. One odd scam even involves trying to dupe people into buying, which turns out to be just photos or PS5s on eBay. Unfortunately, low price seems to have successfully connected, not a few interested bidders. Okay, now I know it says over here, the title here, I know it's not misleading, it's just over here, it says that eBay's or issuing a stern warning. Please be careful with this here. If you're going to buy them for your loved ones, for yourself maybe, be careful with this here, okay? It goes on to say here, I'm just skipping around. It says, regardless of the outright warning, hold on for a second here. I want to see some outright warning, and absurdly, there were clearly scams designed to trick people out of their hard-earned money. They also, because they are also, of course, in violation of eBay's policy, given a rising number of such listings. The commerce site issued a statement condemning opportunistic sellers and are working to remove such items from their site. So be careful out there. Now, here is the issued statement. Let's read what this looks like. I normally don't do this here, but let's just see what it says here. This is from the Eurogamer. Let me give you a URL in case you want to read into this more. It's www.eurogamer.net. Okay. And then it goes on to say eBay issues a warning to scammers selling photos of PS5s, but will they care? All right, this story came out, was updated November 28, 2020. eBay issued a warning to scammers who are selling photos of PlayStation 5 since PS5 went on sale. People have flooded the auction site, such as eBay, with misleading listings. And one or more of the prominent of these involves the sale of a photo of a console masquerading as a console itself. Okay. You can read a little more into this here, folks. I'm not going to read. There's a little too much here to read. I know I could, but I don't want to keep doing it. I don't want to keep these videos too long. That's why I give you URLs to check them out. All right, I'm going to close out these windows. I gave you the one over here, right, to /gear. We're going to close that one out. And this is the one that had the issue statement on it. That's where we went over here with the issue statement, right? That's the one for Eurogamer. And we're going to close that one out as well. Now, there's another one over here. PlayStation 5, this one came out from Detroit Free Press. It goes on to say here, this one story came out November 30, 2020. It says PlayStation 5 turns into a holiday fantasy for scammers. Again, we know what's going on. Just be on the lookout for this here, folks. Be careful with the PS5s. I talked about this once before. So if you want, you can read more into this here. There's not probably much to read, but you can check it out as you go along. Let me give you the URL just in case you want to check this particular story out. It goes on to say here, well, not to say here, but it goes on www.freep.com. Okay? Freep.com. All right, you can check that. There's one more, I think, over here with the story. Yeah, eBay condensed the photo scam. This is another one. This is from ING. Let me give you, if you want to read this story too. The reason I'm giving you different ones is because every company, or like when you go to different sources of information, everything's a little different. Some may have more information than the others versus one having less. But if you want to check this one out as well, you could go to here. So let me give you the URL just in case you want to check this one out. It's www.ign.com, and you could read more into this here. Okay. It also has the video over here. You could play for it. Don't pay for it. You could play the video if you want. It's the PlayStation 5 review. You could click this on here. The video is 12 minutes and 51 seconds long, so I am not going to play it, but you could check it on at your own leisure. All right, so let's bump out of here. And the other story I want to share with you guys really quick, this one here deals with Facebook Marketplace, okay? This story came out November 30, 2020. It's a video. It's a scam. The person got scammed. I wrote some information down here. And I read about these scams before. I did them before in my other videos. This particular story, I'm not going to play the video because I think it had, I don't want copyright and all that stuff there. I mean, you could always play captions of it maybe, but I'd rather you just go directly to the site. So let me give you URL. It's www.captions, kmph.com. The story you're looking for is Facebook Marketplace scam hits woman for hundreds of dollars. Okay. Now, I'm going to mute this here so we don't get any music background or whatever, some stuff in there. And basically, what it is this woman, she bought. She was asking for. She wanted to buy this little cart. Let's just do this here very quick here. I got it muted. Okay. This woman here, she wanted to buy this cart here to support her family. I think she does cooking, whatever. She went to school for cooking or whatever, or how to cook food. And it goes on to say, they'll show you a picture of it really quick here, of the thing that she was going to buy right here. You can see it's like a little trailer, all right? And what happened was she seen this on Facebook Marketplace. And again, look, I respect the military, okay? And there are people that are genuine sellers out there, and there are people that like to, get over on people. So she's over here. I just wrote it down because, like I said, I don't want to play the video, even though it's only 2 minutes long. I don't want to do that. It was listed on Facebook, right? Facebook Marketplace. It was listed for $1,000. Now, according to the story here, you got to play the video here. That's why I gave you a URL to please check it out. According to the story, it was a military woman. She's getting ready to, I guess, be deployed somewhere, and therefore she wants to sell this item, right? And she asks the buyer, okay, for eBay gift cards, okay, $1,000 for the trailer and $600 refundable insurance, okay. When she got the notification from eBay, it looked like I said she was using eBay Motors to handle it, but the transaction, the buyer thought eBay is going to insure this item, and it turned out to be a scam, okay. So when it goes on to say here, we'll just play this over here just to get you the clipping here if I can get it. The lady points out that when she gets it, it was going for a different number here. Let's see. Hold on here. Let's see if this is what she points it out. The news reporter points it out, and what it was is that it was going to. It looked like it was coming from eBay Motors, and instead it was coming from a company with the attachment there. It says eBay invoice here. It says the eBay comes from. She thought it was coming from eBay. And it was from Motors, eBay, right? If I'm not mistaken, eBay Motors, I believe it was, from Motors-inv.com. And when you click it on, I clicked it on, this is what it came up with, all right? That's it, Motors-inv.com, all right? That's what came up to when I typed in that. Now, that could be a wrong thing or whatever, but anyway, that's what the information I gathered from it. So that's what was happening here, and they wanted them to pay with gift cards. Now, folks, I've talked about this before. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I get crazy calls all the time. I get them from the IRS, the people scammers telling you, you owe money to the IRS and they're going to come and get you. And then they ask for your Social Security. There's another one that asks for Social Security. Then there's another scam from, they ask that you bought a software package that they owe you $295 and I never did. There's so many scams going out there. I've got them probably within the past couple of months. And it's the same repetitive things over and over again, the same thing. Social Security scams, IRS scams, software scams. They're coming out with a whole bunch of different scams. I don't know what's the next one going to be, but I've been getting them for the past couple of months, and it's ridiculous. So anyway, there's another part here where the Better Business Bureau guy talks here, and you can, like I said, check it out if you get a chance. Check it out. This guy with the Better Business Bureau, he says, when it comes to gift cards, it's almost impossible to track a gift card. Now, here's what I say, okay? Now, when it comes to Facebook Marketplace, if you're buying it in your hometown, it's one thing. This is me personally, so don't take it the wrong way, okay? Please. I personally would not buy a car, for an RV, a boat, jet ski, whatever, off of eBay for whatever. Here's the reason. Especially if it's located in another state, I want to be there. If I'm buying a car, it's got to be local. If someone's got it on eBay and they say it's local, it could be picked up locally. I'm in the New York area. If someone's going to pick it up in New York, like where you could check it out in New York, well, let's stay 3 or 4 hours, forget about it. But I'm talking out in a geographic area where you can actually go there and see the car in the physical and the physical presence right there. You know what the old saying, open the hood, kick the tires, and take the car for a spin. I am not buying a car like that. And I mean, this lady, I feel bad for her. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't think they said anything about that. I don't know if this. I think she felt that, according to the story here, this little clip that it was going to be, she was going to be insured. She was going to be covered by eBay because it looked like it came from eBay. I don't know where that's going to go with that, to be honest with you. All right, but me personally, I definitely would not do any transactions where I'm buying something from another state. Now, Facebook Marketplace. Again, I have local pickups at times. I mean, I have, for local pickup, well, it's on eBay, but I put on eBay local pickup, and the same thing with Facebook Marketplace. So if people live in a geographic area, they see something they want to buy, come on over. I'll give you the address only if you're making a purchase. You're definitely serious about it. I'll give you my home address and my phone number so you can contact me if you need directions or whatever it may be. But for the most part, I want to be there in person, folks. I don't know about you. Now, I've done a couple stories like this in the past. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in the midst of all those videos. I couldn't tell you. So if you say, hey, can you give me the link to that video? I'd like to see it. I don't remember which one it was. I really don't. I'm sorry. I got 1,287 videos, I believe, up to date so far. So I can't recall which one it was back in at that time. But whenever you hear a person saying, if you're going to pay in gift cards, be it eBay, Kohl's, or Walmart, whatever, Target, forget about that sale. Cancel it out, run away from it, do whatever you got to do, but don't go for it, man, because you're going to get scammed. Okay? You're going to get scammed. I've done stories like this before. It's totally up to you guys. I'm just putting it out there. All right? So please be careful. If you get a chance, go check out this story. You can read it. You could listen to it's 2 minutes and 21 second long clip. I know I could probably play it here, but I don't want to right now because, like I said, I don't want to keep this video too long. And not only that, you know the other reasons. You could check it out for yourself. Okay, I gave you the URL. Definitely go there and check out this story. You'll be better informed as to what the story is all about, rather than me just giving you little snippets of it. All right, I'm gonna bump out of it. That's the story you're looking for. Facebook Marketplace. Now let me tell you something before I end this. I get off of this website. Facebook Marketplace is pretty good. I have to honestly say I've sold stuff on Facebook. Not a lot. I would say probably total maybe 4 or 5 items on it. I'm thinking of putting more stuff on it because eBay's choking me with their insertion fees and everything else. I've been getting crazy bills from eBay, and it's just been a little crazy. But I do believe in cross-selling, honestly, folks. But Facebook Marketplace is pretty good if you're going to use it, and if you're going to buy, first off, as far as I know, I don't know how that worked. I guess the transaction got routed somehow through eBay, and that's how she made the payments. I don't know how that worked as far as that part goes, because she's talking Facebook Marketplace, and then she's getting a notification from eBay. That's right there is a little odd, unless they put a hyperlink in there. The person on now, here's the thing: if the person put a hyperlink on Facebook Marketplace and hyperlinked them to eBay to close the transaction out, go through it that way, that's a probability that could probably actually work. But if you're getting scammed, because she said after she responded or whatever, she didn't get any more notifications from what I remember from the story here. But just be careful. Anytime you hear things with a seller, I'm a seller, okay? I do 99.9% of my business is on selling online. I very rarely buy stuff on eBay, whatever, or buy online, because I'm like I said, I'm more of a seller. But I can rest assured this: I would definitely not ask my buyers to pay me with gift cards, plain and simple. Okay, I don't want gift cards for Macy's, Target, or Walmart or whatever. You buy the item from me, you're going to pay it through PayPal or the eBay managed payment service. That's different, okay? But the thing is, and you're better off dealing with reliable sellers too, folks. If you're going to, I'm saying if you're going to deal with eBay, okay? I always like to buy, and this is me again, okay? My own personal take. I like to buy from top-rated sellers. And people say, why? Because you're a top-rated seller. No, that's besides the point. The reason I like to buy from top-rated sellers because, number one, they want to be in good standing with eBay. That's me. I want to be in good standing with them. Number two, I like to check out, if I do buy from them, I like to read their feedbacks as well Just like I tell people, if you're going to buy from me or for eBay, please, please, please read my my feedbacks prior to making any purchase for me. See what other buyers have to say, and then, you know, if you like what you hear or see, then you want to buy from me, please do. Please do. I welcome you to buy it. I offer 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm 100% top-rated seller, plus power seller, of course, as well. Not that people say, what's the big deal if you're a power seller? It's just that I met the criteria. I met the threshold of the amount, you know, that had to be paid. You know, the money I made it. I met the threshold. So if eBay says you got to meet within a 12 calendar month year, you got to meet $5,000 in sales or $3,000 in sales, whatever it is. I met those requirements, and therefore, quote unquote, you become a bronze power seller. Does it have any perks to it? I don't know. I mean, I think that being top rated plus is just as good, if not better, you know. But I'm just trying to say, if you're buying from me, I work with my buyers. You guys are number one. Okay, you buyers are number one. Okay, seriously, I will work with my buyers. I'll take care of them. And you know what the old saying goes? The proof is in the pudding. Check out my listings. I was on eBay. I started on eBay July of 1999, which makes it over 20 years of selling on and off with eBay, because at one point I did have a full-time job for many, many years, and eBay was just like a side hustle or a once-in-a-while thing. That's why I don't have such a great big feedback. But what are you going to do, you know? I got laid off my job in 2016, so that's when I kind of like threw my hat and said, hey, let me try doing this here into a full-time gig and see what happens, and along with my YouTube channel, which was also started in July of 2013. So it is what it is. All right, we're going to bump out of this here. I gave you URL. Folks, be careful, all right? Be careful. Watch the scammers out there, okay? All right. These next 4 windows are going to be from my favorite site, E-commerce Bites. For those who follow me, you know, oh, this guy loves E-commerce Bites. I do love E-commerce Bites. I think E-commerce Bites is my go-to site, along with TameBay. Okay, I like TameBay as well, but this is my favorite site. The lady you see here right now is Ina Steiner. She is the co-founder, and she's also the editor of E-commerce Bites. So without further ado, let me give you the URL. I'm only going to say it one time. It's www.ecommercebites.com. And again, you know, I like to throw the dates out there, so you know, you could expect that from watching my videos. I'm sorry. I just want to the reason I throw the dates out there, folks, because I say, why is it important that you throw the dates? Because I want you to know it's current information. It's not something that was old. Like I said earlier, I will revert back to older dates unless it's, you know, well, if it's in relation to something we're talking about today, I'll go back to, but like that's very rare. All right. Anyway, with that set aside, and also, if you want, you could also sign up for free. Like I get email notifications from E-commerce Bites. I love this site. You could sign up here for free. You put your address, your email address in here, and when they say how heard, you could say, if you choose to do so, Rich Pasini recommends that, you know, we check out your website or whatever. You know, I don't get any kickbacks. I have no affiliate links. Definitely not. If I did, I'd be upfront and honest and say, if you guys click on the link, I'm going to get a kickback. I don't have any affiliate links. The only affiliation I have is when I get email notifications from this site, which I love. All right, now that's out of the way. This story came out November 29, 2020. Is it time for eBay to rethink steep penalty fees? I'm looking at the advertisement. It goes on to say, I'd like to call your attention to what I think is the largest scale of abuse of sellers I've witnessed on the platform. An eBay seller wrote us last week. He was talking about penalty fees instituted in 2018, what eBay refers to as an additional final value fees on its policy page. Now, on this particular site, they do have active hyperlinks, and you'll know what they are. They're usually like in a bluish purple here color. If you want to read more, like I said again, you need to go directly to the site. That's the only way you're going to be able to activate these active hyperlinks. I, on the other hand, do not click them on because, like I said again, it'll take too much time, and these videos will become a lot longer than expected, and I try to keep them as short as possible. And they also have hyperlinks on the side. And the other thing I always recommend you, if you get a chance, if you have the time, check out the comments, what other buyers and sellers have to say, and that's usually below here, okay? It's right over here, the reader's comments. Check them out if you get a chance. They put out a lot of good information out, these guys, too. All right, now you can see this is a lot of text to read, so I'm not going to read a lot. I'm going to read a little of it, and we're going to move on here. So we got this part, the first part covered. It goes, for those unfamiliar with the fees, eBay charges additional final value fees commission When sellers fail to meet performance expectations, including one of having a very high rate of returns as item not as described, eBay charges an additional 5% of the total selling price for sellers who incur penalty. Now, in regards to the return things, okay, yes, eBay is they're very strict on that there in a sense. Well, when it comes to certain things, if you have a high return rate, and because the item, the buyer is getting the item from you guys or whatever, and it's not as described, that's going to put a ding on your account. Okay, so be very careful. It's just like when I like this say again. I use this as an example. This iPhone. If I'm getting ready to sell it, I will take the case off because there's a case on here. It's the gold iPhone. It's the iPhone 5S. I will take this out, take the case off, and I will look at it as I'm doing my description. I'm getting ready to write it. I'll look it over, make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll give it the once over, twice over in some cases, and make sure, without the case, of course. And I want to make sure, because if the case, without this plastic thing on here, if the case is damaged or scratched, I want to put my description. And if you say, well, that's irrelevant. That probably most likely won't happen. I could just say it's in good condition. Yeah, but suppose you get a buyer like me, who's very, I like to read everything verbatim. And for the most part, I give the pictures not only a once over, I give them a twice over. If I did buy this online, by the way, this iPhone 5S, and it came from another company. I don't remember which one it was. I bought it years ago. I love it. It still takes great pictures. Still has, it still has a lot of features that I need. As I don't need the new stuff today like they have the iPhone 11, 12, 8, 10, whatever. I don't need all those type of iPhones. This one works for me. It does the job, and that's all that matters. Okay, so be careful with that when it comes to listing. Make sure you're very precise in your description. Put it all there. If it has a scratch, a ding, a dent, put it in there, because it's going to affect you later on. If you get it, if you send something out and it's in really bad shape and they get it, the buyer gets on their end, first thing they're going to think about it, well, I got to leave a feedback, because eBay notifies these buyers, right? Oh, you want to leave a feedback, whatever. They may leave a feedback. It may be the one that you don't want to hear or see. So be careful. All right. Then the other part is over here. It says the reader of a top-rated seller said eBay began charging him penalty fees for the month, an additional $2,000 fees so far, and he outlined problems he sees with the marketplace policy and practices. Now, again, I don't. And I said this before in my other videos. I don't share the same experiences other people do. Okay. Now, if this person's having a problem with eBay in that respect, and we've gone into this here, my suggestion would be, if there is any discrepancies, pick up the phone. You can call them up and you can tell them to have you call you back. You can take the call and you can explain to them, the teammate, and then hopefully they can rectify the problem. But for the most part, I don't really go down. I don't really get too much into that there. All right. Now, I'm not going to expand too much on the topic here. Okay. You know what it's all about. I gave you the date, the year, the month, whatever. Check it out. The URL, I believe I gave it to you, but one more time, I'll repeat it. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. And you can get directly to the site, then you can read it. She has usually flashing up over here for latest. Today's December 2nd, right? That's what it is today. The latest eBay erroneously blames banks. Yeah, blames banks. And that's the latest update. Looks like that's all they have there, right? Yeah, I guess so. And then you can click that on as well. I think it's an active hyperlink here, and it'll take you to that window. All right, so we're going to bump out of that one now, and we're going to go over this one here. Now, for you Amazon sellers, this may pertain to you. This story came out November 27, 2020. Amazon glitches impacted seller operations. And it goes on to say at 5:36 a.m. on Friday, Amazon announced that the technical issues that had hit its platform on Wednesday had been resolved. The issues could not have come at a worse time for sellers who have orders to fulfill, who had hoped to increase sales over the Thanksgiving period. At least one seller said their employees had to come in on Thanksgiving to cross-check orders and do some manual entry. I know some people who work. There's a lot of people that work on holidays, cops, firemen, security agents, nurses, and doctors. So I understand where they're coming from with this here. I know on Thanksgiving a lot of people want to be home and hang out with their family, but Business as usual, right? All right. I'm not going to read too much into this here. If you are an Amazon seller, you might want to come back and check this out. Yes, it is from November 27th, but I put the news out when I get it. Sometimes I don't get the chance to always put the news out right there and then. All right, here's another one. This story came out November 28th, 2020. The bizarre case of a missing Amazon listings. Okay, somebody's writing into Ina Steiner, the lady just seen this, says, Dear Ina, I signed up to become an Amazon seller. I was given instruction on how to upload my items. Despite the numerous attempts, my items never appeared on Amazon. Then I was billed $2 as a commission on sales I never made. After many useless discussions, I demanded a refund of the $2 and a cancellation of my seller account. Yesterday, I received an email from Amazon Services titled Notification Restricted Items Removed. It was followed by a list of all the items I had tried to post. Why did it take 15 years? That's the only part that gets me over here. Why did it take 15 years? All right. And it goes, it was 15 years ago that I've uploaded a file and can cancel my account. I do you find this interesting. Have a great weekend, Izzy. Now, apparently, this person here must have been selling stuff for quite some time, and they seem to have a little discrepancy with eBay. With Amazon. Folks, like I said again, if you're experiencing any issues with companies and stuff like that, go right to the source. Pick up the phone, contact them. I think you can still call Amazon up like that and explain the situation to them, and hopefully they can rectify the problem. But again, I myself have not been experiencing things of this nature because I just didn't have that. I didn't have that happen to me. But for the most part, some people are experiencing these issues. So that's all I can say about that. All right. And last but not least, eBay. This story came out November 26, 2020. It says eBay seller feels throttled during the holidays. Now, one would think during the holidays, that holiday season, you're going to make tons of sales. But people, you got to remember one thing. There are 25 million active sellers on eBay offering the same items you're selling or similar, probably at different crazy prices. They probably have a big following on eBay. There could be repeat buyers that buy from them. Some will make sales, some don't. My sales have been very stagnant, very flat for the month of November. I made some sales, don't get me wrong. I made sales, but nothing to write home about. Okay? That's what happens, okay, on occasion. So let's read a little list here. All right? It goes on to say the title, eBay sellers feel throttled during the holidays. It goes on to say, Dear Ina, I've been seeing for many years as some very decent sales in September and October. I saw sales fall off starting in early November. This is a pattern that I see every year in the early November, and sales normally recover late January. This leads to my question, does eBay throttle small sellers during the holiday? Now, I thought I heard a story like that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think e-commerce did a story about throttling sales. My memory serves me right. The guy, I can't think of his name, he said that, this is him. If I can find that video, I put it out there, but I don't remember which one it was. Something to the effect that if you have items sitting there for a long time, eBay will kind of like drop it to the bottom of the totem pole, and then later on, I don't know if they revamp their or update their system, refresh it. Maybe it'll show up higher in search. I thought I heard something like that there. The guy was talking about it. He actually did a video on it, and I think e-commerce picked up on it. I don't remember where it was. See, the reason why it's hard for me, because when I do the videos, unless I actually put that as the title, I won't be able to find that thing. Yeah, I don't document all my videos I make. Okay, I don't document them. I don't always go over verbatim what stories are going to be in there in some cases. So that's why it's very hard for me. You can say, well, did you find that video? If I find it, I will put it in the next video. When I do a next video about that on eBay, Let's Talk eBay, I'll just recapture, I'll refresh you guys and say, hey, remember that story I talked about a while back, and whatever, depending when I find it, I'll say, well, this is what I was referring to. And then it's a video, and you can play the video yourself, and you can check it out for yourself. Okay. Now, why would anybody want to hide your sales during that? I don't know. I don't work for eBay. Some people may bake to them and say you sound like an advocate for eBay, because I say, oh, I love eBay and stuff like that, and I like talking to the teammates. They like to be called the customer service reps. If I understand, they like to be called teammates, whatever. But for the most part, I really can't say anything derogative. I can't with the eBay when it comes to certain things. They are doing, I guess, their best on their part, but again, it's getting getting noticed on getting your item noticed. If you're showing higher up in the search engine, which is what you want to do, but folks, let's face it, there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of competition, and you like the whole saying goes, you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. If it's too much for you where you can't, deal with it, then maybe you shouldn't be selling on eBay. But for the most part, if you're like me, I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optimist. I'll stay on eBay and ride it to the end. That's how I feel. All right, so I'm going to bump out of this here really quick. I'm just going to close it out, but I'll leave that window up there because I want to check out something over here. I just want to say, guys, in closing, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to check out this, I like to call a brief news briefing, but it might not be a brief news video. But I just want to share it with you guys, okay? I want to just put it out there, and so you guys will get a little better take on what's going on out there in the e-commerce world. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is December 2nd, 2020. You're watching Let's Talk eBay. And if you are a seller or you're thinking about selling on eBay, I'm wishing you guys all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.